Yeah. Hey, we're still here. Welcome back. And we're still with Jennell Evans. And so anything further on the misconceptions? And I think one point that you made that's really good is people kind of think of meditation like the Buddhist monk,
right,
and think it may conflict with their faith, but that's not a correct statement.
No, it isn't. And as I always say to people, whatever you believe, or if you're not a person of faith, it's only going to strengthen whatever's right for you. When you sit every day and take a few minutes to rest your mind, you become much more self-aware of everything you believe, you think, you see, you observe. It's like going from black and white to color.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's like exercise for your mind.
Absolutely. I call it mental fitness. And
which has nothing to do with the Buddhist monk or with any religion.
It's a relaxation exercise. And so you always have a point of focus when you meditate. That might just be a picture that you love of nature.
Right.
Doesn't have to be any kind of religious photo or anything like to do with religion. The other thing I hear about a lot of times, people say, Jennell, I can't stop thinking. I'll never be able to meditate because I can't stop thinking. I go, absolutely right. You can't stop thinking. And the goal of a meditation practice, which is a form of mindfulness, is to just interrupt your thoughts. And I really want people to understand that. So you will have a lot of thoughts when you're meditating. That's okay. It's normal. And you'll come back to your point of focus. Like I said, it might be an image, it might be a word, whatever, your breath, something simple. So that's something that keeps people from trying it, I think. And that's why I wanted to share that.
So
I want to encourage people to try it on.
Because if you can't stop thinking when you do the meditation, your goal may be to focus on your breathing or focus.
Absolutely.
And yes, thoughts will come in your mind, and you don't punish yourself. You just try to
say come back to it. Come back to it. Thank you for those thoughts and come back to your point of focus. But unfortunately, a lot of people
over time it becomes less.
It totally does. And when you're a new meditator, it's going to happen more. But as you practice, and it is a practice, every time you sit and meditate is different. It will lessen in intensity for sure. So you give, I like to tell people, think of it as a mental rest. You know how good you feel when you just take a physical rest? Your brain's going to feel good. Your mind's going to be rested. You're going to feel great.
Yes. Yes. So how is this, how is this particularly helpful for entrepreneurs?
Okay, great question. And as an entrepreneur, I can really understand how beneficial this is. Entrepreneurs certainly wear more hats than leaders of companies that have a lot of support staff and have a lot of teams to help them get things. They have stress too, but entrepreneurs have a whole nother level because you typically are doing a lot of different things, particularly in the beginning years, right? The first 3 to 5 years, you are just doing a lot by yourself. So I think especially for entrepreneurs to have self-care practices like mindfulness, things that they can do, including meditation, will just help them so much manage stress, which stress is a normal part of life. We're never going to not have stress, and that's not the goal. Stress can help us. A little bit of stress gets us up in the morning, right? But when we're an entrepreneur, we're trying so hard to accomplish so much in a short period of time because we've got to reach our goals and we've got this new vision of what we want to achieve. We have a tendency not to take as great a care of ourselves, I think, because of all the different responsibilities until we build a team, until we get to that next level. So even more important for entrepreneurs to have that basic foundation of self-care, working out, eating right, having these mindfulness practices like meditation will just give you such an edge towards doing exactly what you want.
Well, for entrepreneurs, I think my experience, because I've been an employee and been an entrepreneur now for a long time, nothing in business working for other companies has ever been as challenging as being an entrepreneur.
Right. I couldn't agree more. And I've worked for other companies too, big ones and small ones. And it's just a different scope of work. When you're an entrepreneur and you're passionate about your mission, it's hard to turn it off. So even more, and you do need to do that. You need time to rejuvenate so that you can come back fully, rested and rejuvenated to take on the next day.
And especially in the beginning, and when there's no money.
Startups,
that's the most stressful time.
That is a lot of stress. So as I said, stress doesn't just melt away. it accumulates.
Right.
So I want all the entrepreneurs watching this to really understand it's a mindset. Take care of yourself first,
Right.
then you'll be able to take care of your business, your family, and everything else in your life.
That makes a lot of sense. So how can a leader get started?
Well, fortunately, because we are on this, this evolution of mindfulness becoming so much more mainstreamed, and articles in the Harvard Business Review and Time Magazine all the time, and all these companies adopting it. There's some online programs that you can Google, meditation online programs, and you can watch videos. There's certainly apps that people can download. Some of those are free, and take courses. I think the best way to learn is with a teacher. Just like any skill, learning how to meditate properly is important, and is best taught by a human being. And that is what I do.
This is something that you, that's what you do, and you do it in person.
Yes,
you
do it in
for
person.
Companies.
And I do it online, live as well. Because when you have a teacher, right? You think about something. If you want to be a better tennis player, have an instructor do it. Any skill is best taught by a human. And so even tonight, I'm launching an online live meditation class. It's going to be live, so it's a lot of interaction, and just over 4 different sessions. People will learn the basics of meditation and be able to have a daily practice that'll change their life for the better.
Awesome. Jennell, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so much. What a pleasure.
Okay, ladies and gents, we'll see you next week. Bye now.
Great.